Hello, my name is Mantilla, and today I would be talking about the difference between online learning and traditional learning. So after COVID-19, e-learning just so happened to be thrown at teachers and students' faces without really giving a choice. Ask yourself this: were you able to understand each concept the same way you would in a classroom? Did you 100% focus while being on your computer? I know I didn't. I was told multiple times to get off my phone while listening to a lecture from my mom. But having a face-to-face communication that controversial schooling offers that gives a superior learning environment, online is more adaptable than regular learning. So it is important to know which way of learning best suits you. So experimenting on what allows you to focus more is the best way, because in present day you do have the option to go in person or just to stay online, because everyone learns differently when it comes to learning. So due to everyone experiencing this pandemic, school is very important, whether you work best face-to-face or online education. So e-learning and traditional learning are very different in their own way, and they have disadvantages towards both. So some of the advantages of in-person learning, the classroom setting, advantages with teachers and student interactions are a lot better. Students can ask questions of any concerns they may have and get answers more efficiently, whether it's from your professor or it's from other classmates. As well as if you have a question on an assignment, you would have to email and wait for a response from your professor, while you can get a quicker answer while being in class. As well as having the opportunity to have your teacher by your side if you're confused on an assignment or an upcoming project that you might have questions on. So as well as students have a deeper understanding of the curriculum while being presented in a classroom setting. So students can visually learn through PowerPoints and presented by the professor, and then listening while the teacher teaches the lesson. So being able to listen to the lecture and having no distractions and having the time to take notes during each lecture. Another important one is the access to online campus facilities. So students have easy access to more learning. The library is a great and quiet learning environment to use to get away from any distractions you may have. You also have the ability to check out books. For example, when you have a research paper due, you get easy access from the library and you get them fast rather than waiting for them to be mailed to you. The library is also used for tutoring sessions with your classmates or other professors. Another really good one is in-class discussion. So an in-class discussion is a great way for students to hear other opinions, so they're able to see both sides of each topic. It helps students reflect on the topic and learn from others and better understand each lesson that is being taught. So now that you've learned the advantages of in-person learning, I will now discuss the disadvantages of in-person learning. So classroom learning disadvantages would be the cost of travel. For college, the tuition prices are expensive. Without scholarships, it can be hard for families to afford. The cost to travel every day to class adds up and can be expensive if you don't live on campus. Managing time is a really big one. Having a busy work schedule. I work 5 days a week, so it's really hard to manage schooling and work at the same time and doing well in both, because you have to have time to go to work, go to school, and then come back and do your assignments before the due date. So those are some of the advantages and disadvantages of in-person learning. So now I will discuss how online learning works. So online learning advantages: you get to work at your own pace. Working at your own pace can reduce stress, and then having time to go over each concept you don't have. So according to this article, Career Steps, states that online learning offers flexible and convenience to complete curriculum when and where the learner desires. So if you were to go on vacation, you're able to do your assignments and listen to the lectures without having any missing assignments or stuff like that. Being able to create your own schedule, so saving money for commuting as well as time. Students won't have to worry about being late for class because of unnecessary traffic or anything that comes in between you getting from point A to point B. It can help with student sleep schedules. I know I have a terrible sleep schedule already. as well as unnecessary commute and cost to and from school. It also, a big one is saving money. So those are the advantages of online learning. So let's now talk about the disadvantages of learning. Limited interactions with your professor and classmates. So not being able to receive a quick answer about a grade or an assignment that you have questions about. You would have to email your professor the same as you would before. The interactions with their classmates help students learn and better understand each concept from other viewpoints. So according to my research, communication is a good skill to pick up in a classroom environment. So online students miss out with interacting and doing experiments, labs, activities with other students and stuff like that. It is also harder to stay on task. So not having the motivation to do the assignments rather than waiting for till the last minute and taking advantage of past due dates and things like that. Students need to rely on themselves to teach them and better understand each concept. And then the feeling of being lazy with distractions from your pets, your younger siblings wanting to go out rather than doing your assignment that's due for that night. So just things like that are some of the disadvantages. So now that you have learned the two different types of learning these are two effective ways of learning, just depends on what situation you're in. So now ask yourself this, since you know the advantages and disadvantages of the two types of learning, which one best suits you? Thank you.